Yo. Yo. That's the only time that makes the most sense. Sorry. Oh fuck. Oops. DNSY. No, baby. I just gotta do this first, then I can come back over there. Yeah, I'll be over there in a bit. Okay, what do we have? Is easy already here? Yeah, we're good. Yeah, but not awakened. I won't have her awakened until, like, after the fact.
As long as someone is still listening, I will keep singing for them.
Let's see. Oh shoot, you know what? There we go. That's better. Yeah, subtitles in other languages don't pop up until 24 hours after the live stream is done. Yo, what up, Prince? How's it going? Yeah, everything's expensive. I don't know what the heck happened there. That was weird. Whatever.
Can you keep up? Don't rush me. Don't rush me. I have something crazy! Alright. I have something crazy! Alright. Target identified. Bye.
Hmm. Oh, that's okay. I'll help you in a bit. Hold on. Hold on one sec. What? Alright. We should go for this. Nice. Take that one. We got the other one. Or just pick off kills here. Nice. We're in this. Why didn't I use flex for battlefield? What do you mean?
Can you keep
Flex what? What is flex exactly?
Good visibility. Target identified.
Follow me. This is the night of harvest.
Oh, Felix? Oh, I don't have Felix awakened. And I don't... My rider armament sets aren't good enough to justify me awakening Felix. I don't need a Felix awaken. I can just stick with the sisters and be fine, basically. No, you're good. You're good. Yeah, I don't, like, my rider armament sets in general just aren't good enough to justify a Felix awakening.
Bye. It's now mine.
Oh, Baba Black Sheep, have you any wool? Got this on? Nice. It's awesome, baby. This guy's got just too many troops to swarm. Yeah, 7.6 mil. I can't just swarm 7.6 mil troops. No, nope, not right now. I can't. I can help you after I'm done. I told you. Can't do it right now. In about an hour, baby. I'll help you. Told you. Go watch Cat in the Hat. That's why it's on right now. I don't know, hard to say. I haven't used Sophie, and it just also depends on the situation. Lynn and Sophie are two very different heroes used for two very different situations. It's kind of apples to oranges. What up, Elixir? How's it going? I mean, if you want the smoke, buddy, come get the smoke. Like, I don't know what you want me to say. You can get the smoke.
Fight your way through.
I'll cover
We'll be here all day long. Let's go, Cornet. You got this. Sometimes I'll use Julia. I'm using Louis and Lynn this time because I'm going to throw Louis and Victor into garrison at some point if I need to on secondary locations. I can't even see his fucking troop. There it is.
This is the night of harvest.
Oh shit, what am I doing? What? Okay, let's see. That's for Ruben skill talent. Yeah, not right now though. Basically just keeping him distracted while we just own the zombies side of things. If this guy wants to sit here and just keep swarming the helipad, that's fine. That just means that they're 300 mil players not focusing on zombies and the other objectives. ABZ's pretty much got them distracted as well. Go ahead and swarm away. Swarm away. And we just go back into the base, and there's nothing they can do about it. What do I rate last AR out of 10? I don't know. I like ARs that are a lot of... In terms of like a lot of fighting, it had a lot of fighting, so in the sense of having a lot of fighting, it was a 10. In the sense of how much fun it was, like our Legion was probably like a 3 out of 10. The fact that it was like a lot of fighting made like the fighting sense was a 10 out of 10. Our Legion itself was like a 3 out of 10, so... But then having Panda as an ally was like a 10 out of 10 kind of thing. So it was like maybe like a 7 out of 10. Our Legion was the worst part of the AR. So it was probably like a 7. Just sit here all day long. You want to keep going? Let's keep going, buddy. Please, let's go. It's a great song, baby. Oh, baby? Bye, baby. Okay. What, baby? Go watch Cat in the Hat. I got about half an hour left. Okay. Well, then you have to go play on your iPad or something. Or turn on your computer. Yeah.
Can you keep up?
Which one? That's silly. I don't know. I think he thinks he's making progress, which I mean he kind of is, but it's been 30 minutes, so there's only so much progress that he's actually making after 30 minutes. And he's gonna attack my marches. I'm just gonna march my marches back. Then it's like, what is he gonna do? I don't like. His team is just lose. Like their team has half our points. He's not focusing zombies. He's not focusing mid. Like, I don't know what he's doing. Brother. Brother. What are you doing? I don't know what these guys are doing. I don't know. I got the dog sticker a long time ago. Like you can, the further back or the closer to first page these stickers are, the older they are. So I got this like a long time ago. Is he their leader? I don't know. No, but he's an R4. Yeah, you can absolutely. I was a garrison leader in G1 and G2 long before I had full superb can't talk, superb armaments. Yeah, I'm kind of just keeping him here. If he walks away, then yeah, I pretty much just take all of his objectives on this half of the map or attack his base. It's up to him. As long as our team keeps getting objectives, then we're good. Nothing else we need to do. I'm gonna go on ahead and check and see what it's like down here. Keep hearing about this rider garrison. I just want to see a report with it. What's up, baby? Baited his ass. Let's go, baby. And then he comes out, he runs back in. Huh? Can't wipe it off? So weak. It's just that, I don't know, this account's almost as old as mine is. It's as old as dirt. So, I don't know.
Don't rush me.
Yo, 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 yo. No, 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 no. No, no, you fucking fuck. Dude. Riders. No riders. Inf. You fuck. I'm sending your riders home. I don't want this shit. This shit out of my face. His armaments probably aren't good. You can take a look. Oh, no, his armaments are really good. Oh, he's got one. I think he forgot to put his armaments on his Riven. Yeah, no, Glock is strong. His armaments are there. Whoa. That's pretty cool. Where's the one that had all 5 marches on it? There we go. Yeah, no, he's got a full set. He's got a full set. He forgot to put those on, looks like. He's got a full range set. He's got another full set. Yeah, I mean, he's got sets. Excuse me while I you know what? Do your thing, buddy. I'm gonna go check out this this thing. He hasn't, like, this is the thing. He can stop me here all he wants. My team has double his points. So what has he effectively done? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. What's up, Dagu? How you doing? Like, I don't really know what he's like. I don't know if he knows what he's trying to do here. They said this was a strong rider garrison, so I'm just gonna go ahead and take it out with Marco. And actually, I don't have my ranged garrison. I don't have Vic with me right now. Is he swarming it again? He totally is. Do your thing, buddy. It's 25 minutes left. Do your thing. Dude, like, he left all the zombies to still try and swarm the helipad with 20 minutes left. Like, I don't understand what he's doing. It's still half full. do need to do is bring... Oh shit, they're gonna get there before me. Oh shit. I even backed up. Whoops. Why did nobody like fill that? I'm so confused. Oh, that's awesome, baby. Keep doing your reading then. Yeah, I'll make you a waffle. This one's almost done. I did. Yeah, I bought more waffles. That should pretty much just be a wrap. He's gonna march after them here in a second. He's gonna pop out. Yep. Alright. Bet, buddy. He runs back to his base. Jesus Christ, man. That's where his Riven set is, actually. I think his Riven set just sits on his Stella in his base. I think that's why his Riven doesn't have any armaments on. This dude's boring. I'm gonna go get action somewhere else. Just get this guy to run back into his base here. You gotta give a flying fuck that you're 300 mil. Oh yeah, I've seen that one before, baby. Hmm. Mhm. Oh yeah, he's juggling, huh?
They all bounce on his head. Is that funny? Is that funny, Dad?
Dude, this dude plays like a pansy. Holy cow. This guy has literally abandoned his team to just isolate my marches, and in the process has lost the whole Pompeii because of it. Like, I'm not calling this guy a pansy because of like targeting just specifically me, but simply because he has lost his team all of Pompeii for it. This guy has no strategic sense at all. He is tunnel vision on my marches, and in the process his team has lost Pompeii. Like, what has this guy done for 45 minutes besides sit on this helipad? He is 300 mil power. He is the strongest player in his alliance. Their strongest player in their alliance. Our strongest player has sat over here and has scored 2.1 mil points. Their strongest player has sat over here and scored 319,000. He's literally done nothing for their team. I hope this guy understands that he lost them their Pompeii. Oh yeah, the money one, yeah. Like, you cannot be 300 mil power and do nothing for your team. Like, that's just ridiculous. You got held to a helipad by one player. You did nothing for your team strategically. You set no rallies. You have a 5.5 mil armament set. You didn't garrison anything with it. You didn't set rallies with it. You didn't control zombies. You didn't control middle. You did nothing. You're the strongest player in your team, and you did nothing for your team. It's not even about power. It's just the simple fact that he's the strongest player on his team, and he did absolutely and effectively nothing for them. He's got a bunch of 100 mil players, 50 mil players, 80 mil players, all these players that need to join his rallies, join his garrisons, those types of things. All these players that need to join his rallies and join his garrisons and stuff because they don't have 5.5 mil garrisons or 5.5 mil armament sets. They depend on him to do those things, or depend on his presence for zombies or for mid control, that kind of thing. They depend on him to have those, and all he did was swarm a helipad for 45 minutes. This is why, like, might is literally simply just a number. Just because somebody is strong does not mean that they're a smart player, or does not mean that they're going to be effective. When somebody goes into AR and they start voting for, like, allies and stuff for their legion, a lot of players will vote based on, like, the player number or player might that they see, and that is, like, the most terrible thing that you can possibly do. Because in a lot of cases, you're voting for players like this. Someone sees a high player might, and they're like, oh, they have a strong player, we want to vote for them. And you end up with, yeah. You get what you vote for. I couldn't swarm his base. I was here at this place by myself. I had helipad. That was it. If any of my other players had ported here, he could have swarmed them at any point in time. I couldn't swarm his base. He could have just left and gone and been effective on the map. I would have left. Like, he could have just left his base here and been effective. I would have not been able to touch his base at all. But instead, he chose to stay. He could have just left one decent, half decent armament set here at his base and just marched and been effective on the field and helped his team. But instead, he opted to just try and swarm, and I basically kept their strongest player at helipad for no reason. I can't help you right now, baby. Hold on. I can't look at that game over there, baby. I can't even see it from here where I'm sitting. GG's. This guy is yeah. I'm sorry that Pompeii this round has literally just been me like holding this guy, but it has pretty much just won us the game. This guy could have done numbers to our team. Like we have 100 mil, 90 mil, 152, 171, 81, 133, 113, 141, 116, 109, 182, 140. Like that guy could have been running laps around half the players on our team. But he chose to be here for some reason. I don't get it. 10 plus 10 is 20. Myself. Me and ABZ both have 6.5 mil range sets, but I have a 7 mil infantry set. We have pretty much identical like range sets. It's just that he has better ranged heroes and ranged parts, and I have better infantry parts, better infantry garage. He has better ranged garage. He'll get his range set to 7 mil plus, like my infantry set is once we have the range crossover event. Kind of like how we had the infantry crossover event with the metal, whatever, the metal solid event, and then then we had like the rider event with the May event. The Marco event was the infantry one. I'm sure eventually we'll have a ranged one where ranged has like their own unique, superb armaments, and at which point ABZ will get his 7 mil set.
Don't rush me.
But yeah. Now ABZ is just decked out and ranged. So he's all white parted out in ranged, and then I'm all white parted out in infantry. And then he's got like level 20 and 21 or 20 plus ranged in garage, and I'm 20 plus in infantry. Oh, I think they're just finally saying that there's somebody around like my power and stuff on the enemy team. It's been a minute.
Now, Mom.
Even the whales are not safe. Yeah, pretty much. Oh, that's pretty much it, yeah. Had he helped. But it's all good. Some teams strategize, some teams don't. It is what it is. Someone's using the new hero already. I can't see you from here. I got 8 minutes left, baby. One person using Sophie. Can you tell us how is she? No. I have no idea. I unlocked her from, what's it called? I unlocked her. I just haven't, I haven't woken her. I haven't used her. He burped. That's funny. Oh, did you get enough sense? Good job. You're doing good, baby. See, you know how to do it. Yo, what up, Rox? How you doing, buddy? Did you play in H&B's Pompeii, or did you play in BTW's, Rox? Or did you play in somebody else's? I feel like Sophie will be good in Garrus as an assistant, though. Like, I feel like she has what the kit necessary to be successful in a Garrison secondary, or even a field secondary. I feel like she could be good.
Really fast and really easy.
No reason for her not to be. Because I feel like when you break this down, like this thing, like people are like, oh, you need to have her as a primary kind of a thing. You need to have her as a primary in order to have this like work, because it's like increases the skill damage received by enemies by 20% for 3 seconds. You don't necessarily need to have her in the first slot to do this, because this one, it procs this according to like what it, at least on face value for how this works. When using a rage skill with charge, it consumes the charge to deal damage, which means that when this is used, then it consumes this, then it deals damage. So it would consume this, increase the damage they would take by 20%, then deal this AoE damage. So this would have an increased 20% damage done. So she would be totally fine as an assistant, at least on surface level. So I mean, just judging off of that, yeah, she'd be fine on secondary. I'm just gonna go ahead and take out this march and kick this up. I lost so many riders in fucking AR. BTW versus H&B. Did you guys get stomped, or how was it? You should get your daughter to play this game. Hell to the no, dude. I'm gonna quit this game myself. Hell no. I wouldn't wish playing this game on my worst enemy. She doesn't need a full leader. Yeah, the 900 rage thing as well. No, just because with Louis, I was planning, like, if I wasn't stuck at the helipad with this guy, I was gonna use him on Garrison, with Victor. Yeah, I was gonna throw him in a secondary Garrison, like, I was gonna put him in an operational base with, like, a Louis Victor. Because this game isn't as fun as it used to be at all. This game used to be a lot more fun. I used to have a lot more fun on this game back in the day. SSI versus RK versus H&B versus DHX. SSI would just win. Wouldn't even be a contest. Go. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, the game used to be a lot more fun when it was a lot more simple. Ever since they started adding so many things, the game enjoyment level just plummeted. It became a lot less about, like, strategizing and, What's what? Oh, dude, I can't do that right now. That's for you to learn, baby. I can't just be giving you answers. But yeah, Lynn is secondary because I was gonna just throw Louis and Victor into a secondary Garrison. That's why. It wasn't meant to just, like, be playing field the whole time.
Can you keep up? Target identified.
Follow me. The order is to take this route.
Understood. Target identified.
Hey, Rox, you still here? I tried Stella Victor for Garrison. That's not bad. Don't know if it's better than Stella Riven. Yeah, I was curious about Stella Victor as well myself. Okay, yeah, you are still here. Did you enjoy this game more back in the day when we first met? Or around those times, like the early days when Island Raid first came out, when you were like the Fox 1 leader and stuff? Did you enjoy the game back then more? Like, that was just like a nostalgia type thing. Like, I know a lot of people are like, oh, it was just a nostalgic type thing or whatever have you. But for me, like, I just genuinely enjoyed the game more back then when it was like, I don't know. There was definitely like longer periods of time between events. Like, what was it? It was like 90 days between Island Raids or something like that back then, or like 2 months between Island Raids. Like, I like the fact that like there's more events now. Maybe not as frequent. The events are still a little bit like too frequent now, but the game just felt so different before. But like you, I play there for friend. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I remember you said that you were in a group with devs, so any recommendations they take from you? No, I'm not really in a group with devs. I've had direct communications with devs because I've had direct reports to devs before on shit that's been broken that I've had to have direct communications to report to them and show to them, basically, or describe. Okay, well, you have a TV in your room that works, baby. Or to show and explain how things are broken. But no, they don't really take recommendations. I do know that they take recommendations at the tournament from the tournament players, or some of the tournament players. I prefer the old IR format, which is more strategic than now. Slept on the tower for day one. Yeah. Yeah, for real. I do miss that as well. You used to be able to, like, you could almost anticipate, like, which way people were building back in the day because you could see it, like, a couple days in advance. Unless you were, like, directly neighbors with somebody and they just built straight at you, you never had tower fights day one. Yeah, no, I agree as well. I agree as well. I'm not that big of a fan of all the troop return stuff. Like, the troop return stuff is fine, but like returning them every day is kind of dumb because yeah, people are just a lot more sacrificial. It became a lot less of a strategy game, and just a lot more of just like people throwing money at the game or just throwing things like without any strategy involved. I agree. I'm glad someone else pointed that out because I was actually just having that conversation with someone. No, defense was more important because you had to save your troops. Now you don't care. Rush in the first. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, yeah. I know. That's why I used to pass the word or the term like the game or this game is a game of attrition a lot more around back in the day because yeah, it really was. Yeah. If you burned through your troops field fighting or whatever have you in the first few days, you didn't have troops for tower defense the last few days, and you could tell who burnt through them because yeah, you didn't have troops, and your towers went down pretty quick as soon as towers touched. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. Yep. Alright, I think that kind of wraps this up. I already got my oh yeah, I got my chest in the other alliance. Fine. Oh, here, one sec. I accept it. 1 second.
The lawn monster keeps coming.
Yeah.
One why? One was why?
Alright, well, I think... Oh, that's rocks. I did make a mistake. Don't transcend. I'm right. Or don't blame me. I'm a noob. Oh, if it was a base garrison rocks, then yeah, I'd probably be using Victor as well, huh?
I'm having a little trouble right now.
Okay. Oh, on your eye? Or on the game?
On the game.
Oh, then I'll help you in a sec. I'm done here. Yeah, if it's base garrison, I'd probably use Victor as well over Riven, regardless. Look at you, you whale. I see you. You've been spending a little bit. I see you.
I need a number 2.
Let me see.
I can't find a number 2 cup.
There is no 2-cup, baby. You have to use the 1-cup twice.
Oh.
Yeah.
Says you need to do the 1 cup twice.
It's not too bad, though. Dude, why don't you play? What is there a reason why you don't play Pompeii and H&B? Do you just play it in BTW? Like, is it with Is it just with who's in BTW? Is it like Speci or something? Who's in BTW now? Oh, what's up, hi guy? How's it going? Yeah, Region 11. Okay, that's what I thought. I couldn't remember. I didn't. Is Speci still in BTW? No. Why don't you just play? I don't get it. Why don't you just play in H&B? 1/2. Hey, there you go. Congrats, buddy. Oh shoot. Hmm. Then you didn't put the right amount. Speci plays in 11, but I guess he's in SSI. Speci went to SSI. Oh my god. Oh my god. What is what is it? 196? No, it's like 186 or something. It's like one of these top ones. 194? Yeah, 194. Nope, it's not what I want. Yeah. Knew it was one of those. It's weird to see like all these R5s in there, like Dutchman is in there. It's just like everybody that like was all over the place is just an SSI now. Dutchman, Jessica. He's in there. He's in there. Toto's obviously in there. Coco's in there. But really, are armaments activated in Pompeii? Yeah, absolutely. Can you check my hero and armaments if you're free? Yeah, that's fine. are okay. Not give space to H and B yesterday. Even though they're in an alliance. I have no idea. If you're talking about Archipelago raid, that's a question for them. I wasn't in it.
I don't know what kind of top I want. I need. I need a good
164. Couldn't tell you. Probably upwards of like 300,000 or 400,000. $164. No, 164. I was looking at 194. 164. Oh, he's in DHX. Oh, I see. Man, what the fuck is he doing? Huh. Good for him.
No, we need 2 eggs.
Hope he's doing good. I like Spessy a lot. He's cool. Oh, DHX VW, I got you. We beat the dog shit out of you. Sorry, Rocks. Hey, what's up?
I never thought I'd perform in such an empty
Hmm.
It's happening again.
I'll fix it in a minute. Man, trades weren't even close either. Jesus. Huh. Okay. So let's see. So, I mean, in terms of like your hero pairs, there's nothing really wrong with it at all. Like there's nothing to really say there. Let's see. Trying to think. Yeah. No, your hero pairs are fine. I don't think I would really change anything there at all. In terms of your armaments, I don't know, baby. And obviously those ones can be rehoned. I mean, yeah, everything looks fine on this end as well. I mean, you can tell like which ones are kind of like the outliers and stuff, like which ones just seem like a new hone slot from the 3-star or whatever have you. So, you know, there's no judgment on those. But other than that, yeah, no, everything looks fine. I'd probably get rid of a lot of the squad travel speed stuff. There's not necessarily a need for them, but at the same time, they're on purple, so I wouldn't really spend the resources rehoning those. For your gold infantry set, yeah, you're good there as well. You're rocking a 10, 11. Yeah, it's like a 12. Let's see. 7, 10, 11, 16. It's like 17% move speed. Yeah, I mean 17% move speed's fine where it's at there. Other than that, you don't really have any garrison or rally hones on it, which is good. So yeah, I mean, yeah, there's nothing really wrong with it at all. You're kind of right where you need to be. In terms of like critique and stuff, there isn't really anything else to improve. In terms of like your garage and stuff, I would say like just get these other ones to gold as soon as you can. Just because the baseline level 1 on those will give you such a huge boost in protection and firepower. Level 1 on them, I mean, is like 300 as opposed to 100. So that'll give you a huge jump just getting those to level 1, and then you can just keep focusing on getting these up. Other than that, yeah, no, you're pretty much right where you need to be. Get these 3 to level 5 would be the first goal. Then those are superb, so I wouldn't really worry about it too much. Once you get those 3 to level 5, then just start focusing on maybe getting this set to full gold. Once you get Eddie's set to full gold, then you can move these 5-star purple pieces down to here. And then that way you're kind of using a full set. And then once you get these ones to at least 3-star plus, then you can start swapping out the 5-star golds for the 5-star purples for the 3-star golds, that kind of a thing. Other than that, yeah, no, you're kind of right where you need to be. There's nothing wrong with that at all. I saw your player ID is on the newer end as well, so focus on field. Yeah, no, there's nothing wrong with this at all. Yeah, 17%. Yeah, no, this is solid. Optimize for results. Yeah, I mean if it's results you're looking for, I mean the move speed will only do so much for you. You'd probably get more out of your yeah, you can. You'd probably get more out of your in terms of results if you like did things like you have so many talent points and so much focus on move speed that what you're doing is that you're isolating so much of your effectiveness into one march. And so what's happening is that you're going into the field with 5 marches, but all of your damage is coming out of this one right here, which is fine. But if you want to focus on playing smart and optimizing for results, what's going to happen is that if this march dies, then now you set yourself into a really shitty situation where you have 4 other marches that don't have as great of armaments, and they'll easily get swarmed down where you're just full strengthened around 1. So you're kind of top heavy is really the best way to look at it. So if this march gets swarmed down, you're really exposed is kind of the way to look at it. So the problem becomes that you have so many talent points and so much emphasis on move speed that you would probably get more benefit putting a few points into something like this, where squads have a 10% chance to reduce the travel speed of your enemy. So instead of making this one march be more quick or faster, basically, you can slow the enemy down so then your other marches have a chance to catch up. So then instead of making this march just more and more and more and more effective, you can make it to where you get more out of your other marches as well, and then and instead make them more effective in the process as well. Yeah, no, I can tell. I can tell you score all your kills from one march. But again, because of that, if I can see as your opponent that you're scoring all your kills from one march, which I can tell from just looking at one report, I'm just going to target that one march. And as soon as that one march is dead, now I get free kills on your 4 other marches. All it takes is me looking at the combat report and the combat log from your from fighting you to see that all of your kills comes from one march. I kill that one march, and as soon as that one march is dead, I can get free kills on 4 other marches. If you're not bringing out other marches in the field and you're just one marching it in the field, then yeah, that's totally fine. Then yeah, just do this. Don't even worry about it. If you're just one marching in the field, then yeah, keep doing what you're doing. Do I have a video analyzing battle reports? I don't do videos analyzing battle reports. I just do it during live streams, so you can watch live streams back. I have to translate this. Hold on. Do I do Lucky Roulette for new hero until awakened? If I want the hero, this one I did. I can't do this one anymore. I've already done it. Cynthia.
I never thought I'd secrets come with territory. Don't even think about escaping my sight.
This is exactly why I only have 1 offensive march, 1 garrison, and 1 range, and rider fill marches and garrisons. Max, I bring 3 infantry. Yeah. So, I mean, it's still kind of the same principle. Like, if you're bringing 3 into the field, especially infantry-wise, like, the same principle kind of applies, is that you're rocking, like, 17% move speed, and then you have 9% move speed here, 9% move speed here. I mean, so even on just that alone, you're rocking, like, 35% move speed, which, again, you're using a DUT here, so you're probably finding that this march is far quicker than the other ones, even though you have Miyamoto as one of your other marches, or Podala as one of your other marches with Miyamoto. This one is probably a tad bit quicker because of your armaments. Maybe not, because you have a DUT Miyamoto where this one has Tom behind him. But even then, still, what you could do essentially is you could take 1 talent point out of something like this that has 3 points in it. Because, like, you don't really necessarily even need infantry guard, because it's not really giving you much in terms of offensive capabilities. This is more like defensive. You could take the 3 points from this and put it into this here to reduce their travel speed by 15% and just make all of your marches extremely sticky. And just get speed cut on all 3. Like, take this talent on all 3 of your infantry marches and just make it to where, like, they can never leave your marches. Like, speed cut has been one of my favorite talents in the field, to just make it to where all of my marches can, like, get onto the enemy and then just they can never get off. That has scored me some of the most points I've ever scored in AR, Genesis War, Island Raid in general. Has just been able to get onto the enemy and not let them get off, basically. Remember me from DNT in Region 6. Yeah, I was in Boone or MOB in Region 6. We were the sister ally to DNT in Region 6. They were DBN, but yeah. I was in Region 6, yeah. But I wasn't in DBN. DNT is what they are now, but yeah, I wasn't in DBN, but we were their sister ally. To English. Hold on, I gotta translate this again. What time is it? It's 3:30 for you. It's 1:30 p.m. here. Blue gives 9% to second at top. Let me Which one? Stop using Thunder in the field, so giving them more troops to kill. Yeah. Let me go back to your thing real quick. Yeah. Yeah. Podala, Miyamoto, Adut, Eddie, Bianca. Like, the only other one that you could probably, like, throw into the mix here is, like, you could throw Louis behind Adut. I remember for, like, the longest time, even back, like, when we were, like, in Region 6, a lot of us were using Adut Louis. Oh, at the bottom of blue? Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, I know which one you're talking then. It's down here. Yeah, right here. I was going to say, I know that there's a travel speed down here in the bottom of blue. I didn't know which one up top you were talking about. Yeah, you could take the 9% move speed, which is down here, yeah. Do I think Thunder is useful anymore? Yeah. I still think he is. Thunder Victors are still extremely strong as a garrison pair. And a lot of it depends on like which G bracket you're in, right? Like the higher that you go up in a G bracket, the less effective Thunder becomes. Just because the more and more people have the newer gen heroes, the higher up in a bracket you go. And the higher up in a bracket you go, the more reliance you have on the newer gen heroes. Yeah, that's kind of why I'm not going for Ethan right now. Like I'll eventually go for Ethan. Like I'd like to have him. I'm just gonna passively get Sophie in the roulette. Like I could awaken her pretty quick if I wanted to. Like I feel like she's gonna be strong as a secondary in Garrison, and even though like I use Louis on Garrison and I could make I could make use out of her, I'm just gonna like slow awaken her out of roulette. But for me, I'm just going to save up all of my relics in preparation, basically of the next infantry hero, because I'm anticipating that the next infantry hero, either in roulette or the main one, will be a garrison hero. And if it is a garrison hero on the main one, then I want to be able to awaken and transcend them, which is like 1,240 relics or fragments or whatever that you need in order to do that. So yeah, I'm gonna need to do that. I'm far from it, but I appreciate it. I do remember when armaments first came out, ROK used to have me garrison for them. in the first Archipelago raid that came out, we were matched with ROK, and I actually had a better armament set than what ROK had on their team, and they had me as their main garrison leader. That was a cool experience. That was one for the books. Yeah, we won Pompeii. It was kind of a stomp. It was DNSY. I don't remember what region they're from. Yeah, 1,240. Thank you. So I'm quite a bit off. I'm only at 400. And like, what is it? You need 250, or you get 250 from winning, so 500. So I'm technically at like 900 if I win TC twice. So I still need like 340, which is just going off of like 3 per day, like 100 days. So yeah, I still need like 2 to 3 months. So I'm on track if I just keep saving up my fragments between now and then. I'm on track to be able to awaken him right off the bat. But I also at the same time want to be able to awaken that hero plus the one that comes out in roulette as well, because I'm assuming that the roulette hero will be good is also I want to be able to just get and awaken both heroes like right off the rip. So I'm gonna need to stack fragments quick. What's up?
Then you put it on my wall.
No, I'll get them. So like I had more diamonds. I spent a few on roulette clearing them out, but then I'm also trying to buy the 20 every week to clear this out. It's expensive, but I'm trying to clear these out just so that I can just stack up as many as I can before then. Thoughts about the new heroes? Don't know, haven't used them yet. Oh, my bad. Need to finish Stella before I think to save the next infantry. This year's introduced here so soon. Oh yeah. Ethan and Sophie are the start of the new generation of heroes. So last generation of heroes was Stella and Bodala and Julia and Bard and Chasey and Felix. That was the last generation of heroes. Now Ethan and Sophie are the start of the next gen. Wasn't I previously at H&B? I've never been in H&B. I've only stepped into H&B to play Pompeii a couple times, but I've never actually been in H&B. No. Yeah, there is somebody that is in H&B that has my name. But we've kind of had the same name since the dawn of time. It's this guy here. This guy. The difference is I kill more than he does. Oh, no, you're good. You're good. I just call him. There's Gen isn't even an official term. I just call him that because it's like you go through a rotation. You go like ranged, rider, infantry, or infantry, rider, ranged, whatever have you. Like they released in those orders or whatever new heroes, and then they reset and do the same thing. So it was like, like the Bella, then whatever the hell it was. It was like Bella, then like the Thunder, then whatever it was. Then we went into like Elena and Jonathan. Then we had Jacob. Then we had what was I thinking? Ranged, rider. Oh yeah. I don't even remember what we had after that. Eddies. Oh yeah, then we had Eddies. Like that is like what generation, or like what I call gens. So yeah, basically like each rotation is a gen for me basically. It's really hard to keep up as I'm almost a free to play player. Yeah, that's pretty much makes sense. It is. I hope you upload videos often because I enjoy watching them. I don't really upload anymore. I just live stream. I don't really have the time commitment to make videos anymore. Well, I gotta translate to English again. No, that's not me. Yeah, same cycle. For Beast Invasion, does anyone know if the adventure statistics are taken into account? I've had a lot of people ask that actually, and I don't have any reason to think that they don't, but I also don't have any reason to think that they do, because there isn't anything that specifically implies when you're looking at like the definition of like the missions that says adventure on it. But yeah, because I think when you go into Is it like one of these or whatever? Can't remember. Anyways, like in one of these things you can actually like see the buffs, but like when you go into the beast ones you can't. So I don't know, it's hard to say. Stella's a solid one to have. It depends, like it's asking if you should like work on Stella is a very open-ended question, because a lot of that just depends on like what you need as a player. Like, are you a rally player? Are you a garrison player? Are you a field player? Are you a mix of the above? If you're a rally player for infantry, yes, you should. If you're a garrison player for infantry, maybe, but it would require you to have at least the second and third skills transcended in order to garrison with her. If you are a mix of rally and garrison, I would definitely get her. If you play field, I wouldn't get her. But yeah, it just depends on what you as a player play for your role. Which player or which hero is better for battlefield? Felix or Chasey, Felix or Bella? Field player, then you don't need Stella. Stella's whole kit depends on her getting attacked. So this increases her counter damage, so it requires you to get attacked. This counterattacks have a chance, so you don't even get Warwheel stacks unless you're attacked. The half of her kit here requires her to be in rallies. I think this HP requirement only comes off unless if you have the weapon or whatever, so transcended. So this requires you to be in rallies. This requires you to get Warwheel stacks, so it requires you to be attacked. And then this last part, counter damage, requires you to be attacked, and then the latter part requires Warwheel, which also requires you to be attacked. So her whole kit either requires you to be in a rally or to be attacked, which is already ineffective if you're in the field. They are taking into account there is either a display bug or a developer who does not know how to count. Yeah. Well, it wouldn't be the first time, Rocks. Which hero is better for battlefield? Chasey, Felix, or Bella? For field play, you're probably a tie between Chasey and Bella, like just a tad bit higher than Felix. Felix is solid, but you're probably going to get more out of, and you're probably going to get more flexibility and basically like options out of like a Chasey, basically. Because with Chasey, you can flex into like a garrison, for example, at some point. You can also still at some point rally with her as well, because Chasey rallies are amazing into Chasey garrisons. Bellas are really good at counter rallies. They're also really good at secondary rallies. Bellas are just really good in the field because of the 20% damage buff or damage debuff that they put on enemies. And then Felix is just really good at like a single target, like damage assistant, basically. No, I was coming back to your question. It's just I had to kind of think about that more, like how I wanted to answer it. How many troops do I have? 6.5. I lost about 1 mil after troops all came back.
I'm really hungry.
But that's fine. I'll train him back up. I intend on training him back up during the infantry TC when the hero comes out. I'll have these stacked up by then. One of my files got 4th in TC. Didn't get a single 10x in roulette. I'm thinking of stopping playing TC. Yeah, a lot of people kind of are. I think the cross-region TC thing is kind of stupid anyways. For me, 3 best riders are Chasey, Felix, and Elena if we don't take the skin sis Calamity. Yeah, I think the sister Calamity skins is really good as well. A lot of people like hate on them and shit on them, but like straight up, like I think it's like one of the best skins that you can get. Or like one of the best things you can do. Like not only did it change the skills in like a huge way, but like This whole, like, reducing the enemy defense by 42% is insane. Do you think TC is worth it for someone like me? Yeah. If it's a hero that you're chasing after, I think so. But yeah, if it's just like Stella you're going for and you're a field player, I wouldn't think so. I wouldn't get Stella for the field at all. Stella for the field is probably a no bueno. Across the world players, yeah, pretty much. Dude, I just have to hope that my that the TC that the infantry one comes out. I don't have like Save Me or something in it. That's all. We'll see though. Rider. Ranged. Wasted my file. Way better than Louis skin. Yeah, Louis skin's very niche for sure. Yeah, I agree. I think that the in-region TC is better than the cross-region stuff. It's my top favorite skins. What do you mean in terms of like March skins, squad skins, shelter skins? Like which skins? Okay, hey, don't do that. Don't do that. Which skins we talking? Hero skins? Well, there's only 3 of them, isn't there? I mean, the sister skins are the best ones for sure. The Louis skin isn't really all that great. The Louis skin is just kind of meh. The sister skins are really good. But you kind of need both. TC server is good. File server doesn't work. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, Miyamoto. Yeah, in terms of your hero pairs, you always want to have a hero in the lead that has the skill talent tree. So where Eddie has the defense tree, you definitely want to have Miyamoto in the lead. That way you get a higher, a faster rage regen talent tree, more damage output. Dragon, Duck, or others. Dude, for me, it's kind of, I'm biased. My favorite, this one's Tarzan, baby. My favorite skin by far in this game is this one right here. This will always be my favorite one. That Miyamoto will always be a solid March just because of how fast they are, but it's just a well-rounded March. But they're good because of how quick they are. What's up, Charles? How's it going? Yeah, that's my favorite March though. Other than the Death Scorpion, I think the Crystal Mammoth is my second favorite. Yeah, yeah, I know, I know. I remember when Envy got it first, originally, or when Envy had it as well. Envy was actually the first person I saw had it also, and that was the reason I wanted it also. It's funny that you bring that up. Adut has worked better for me. I don't know why. Adut usually works better because of her kit. So Miyamoto works well if he gets targeted. Thing is that a lot of his kit requires him to get targeted. So his counterattacks reducing the skill damage taken and counterattacks reducing enemy HP. However, it doesn't have a notation on here, but me and Brain made a video on it. Or me and Brain found out about it, but Brain made a video on it that this can only proc one time every 6 seconds. So if you're getting swarmed by an enemy will proc this to where you'll proc this on an enemy, you'll reduce someone's HP by 27%, and then you won't be able to do this again for 6 more seconds. So there's a huge limitation on Miyamoto that isn't actually mentioned, but on Adut, you'll get a consistent 30% defense increase. This attack goes up to 44%. You'll have this stat bonus increase, and then there's always a consistent skill damage reduction as well. So Adut is just Adut is more consistent is the best way to put it, really. Thorhammer's pretty cool. I haven't seen that many of them though. Yeah, I haven't seen that many people use it. Heavy Fire Guard's pretty cool too. Oh yeah, yeah, Trunks with his T-Rex. Yeah, I got the T-Rex because I have the Jurassic Park shelter, so I got the T-Rex skin to match. Where is it? That's why I got it back in the day. It was the T-Rex base with the T-Rex skin. That's actually kind of cool. It actually looks kind of cool with that thing. Huh. Yep, Death Scorpion's the best for sure. I hate the fucking duck. Yo, what's up, Haunted? Yeah, if I mute my game sounds, the duck is alright. Oh, yeah, I've kind of heard that a bit. Yeah, I don't know. How much money do you need to buy the Thor's hammer? It's kind of hard to say because you have to either get it through the squad skin roulette or through that other event. And that other event really just depends on your matchups. We stomped them in Pompeii. So Haunted, so I saw your messages. There isn't enough content for Beasts to actually cover to make a deep dive analysis on the actual damage itself. I've spent quite a bit of time during Archipelago raid going through reports to try to figure out the damage for Beasts and stuff, and like how they operate and how they work. And it's kind of straightforward. Yeah. Like, in terms of like how does damage go? What happens after the beast dies? Does it recover? Yeah, so like with rallies and garrisons and stuff, like they recover health as like troops come back in, like as troops like continue to like refill the garrison or the rallies and such. The damage, like the beasts don't deal basic attack damage, they only deal skill rotations, so the beasts don't deal damage every turn like your heroes do. They only deal damage based on their skills, so every 3 seconds like here, And then every 6 seconds here, you'll see a damage in the reports. They don't deal damage every second like your normal troops do, basic or counterattack damage. Yeah, they heal in garrisons and rallies as more troops fill them, so they can recover. In terms of like how much damage is dealt, it really just depends on how like leveled up and how much I guess like what is it called? Promoted they are, like what tier they are. Like I've seen, like I've looked at like the SSI level and like the Apex level beasts, and even when an enemy beast is dead and has 0 health and they get hit, like they're dealing with like their main skill, like basically like 1 to 1.5 basic attack damage worth of troop killing or troop deaths to you. So it can be a pretty significant amount over a lengthy period of time. But there's not like a real direct correlation in terms of like the overall power, or I'm sorry, the overall number for like the beast damage to like the troops killed. You kind of have to just look at the troops killed in the actual report itself. I play in platinum events, rebirth, and other. You can get top 5 for sheep. You don't need to play all the time. Mostly play it on mute, so I don't mind the duck. Yeah, I wish I could, but usually if you're streaming and you play on mute, it's a little bit rough. I saw some doing like 33k damage in G1. Yeah. Yeah, no, we were putting in numbers. Like, see, like here's mine compared to theirs. Like, it's a fat difference. Like, if you pump in, and then that was when my thing was like level 46, and like my thing is now level 63. The pets having pet things is absurd. Yeah, but I mean it kind of follows the trend. Call of Dragons brought out having beast pets about a year ago. And so it was a matter of time. This game kind of copy and paste what other games are doing. If it's copying and pasting what other games are doing, Rise of Kingdoms brought out garrison restrictions actually recently. So in Rise of Kingdoms, you can actually set a restriction now on reinforcements for a tower. So hopefully we get restrictions on towers soon. For you, double Pangolian or legendary beast, Firegrass is better. I see you do double. Oh yeah, for me, double Pangolian every day of the week. So for me, you'll actually notice rocks. All my beasts are tied to their exact pair. It seems to be consistent that way. I tested this quite a bit. In AR, and I had plenty of time to test it as well, right? With like 14 hours of testing, where we had, I may not have favorited all the reports. I may not have favorited any of them actually, but I ran reports where I switched the secondary Pangolian to the Tiger. Yeah, here, hold on. Yeah, so it's going to be back too far because of Pompeii now. If Pompeii wasn't there, I could show you. But I ran reports where I switched from this to this for secondary, and I did this on secondary because, like, in my mind, this has like a 510% skill damage multiplier and 50 crit and a +7 here. When using the leader skill, leader crit has +80. 50% chance to increase the damage of the current attack by 10%, and when taking damage from the target with a shield, leader crit +50. Like, there was a lot of crit here and stuff like that synergized well, so I tried that. That didn't do nearly as much damage. I had a gold bull that had high stats that I recycled. I tried that just for having high stats. That didn't do nearly as well. I tried this paired with this. That didn't do as well. I'm getting consistently better results just pairing the same types together with the gold type and lead. So that's just where I'm going for now. And let my alliance name my account after unlocking it. I know it's quack. That's beast. That'd be amazing because we use my Eddie for Garrison. No, they're still red dots. I'll get rid of some of them. I'm trying to get rid of them. Told you, man. New year, new me. I'm trying. I'm trying. Some of the red dots I can't get rid of. I'm trying, though. Like this one, I can't get rid of because I'm trying to get enough for that. So I'm sorry, I can't get rid of that red dot. I can't even, like, I think, yeah, my friends list is full, so I can't even accept those, but I just keep them there so then I can message people back.
It's a transaction.
My favorite range hero combination? Probably like Lynn Louie or Julia Lynn. For the field, at least. Garrison right now is like Louis Victor. But, I mean, that's pending changing. Obviously, with the new heroes, it's hard to say. Yeah, no problem, Leon. Happy to do it. I enjoy it. Yeah, no, I mean, like, there's, like, I get what you mean. Like, there's definitely, like, room to deep dive into it. And I was so prepared to make videos deep diving into it. But the more I tried to look into it to find content to deep dive, the more I realized it was very surface level. Like, there isn't much to deep dive on it. It's very lackluster in terms of like the depth, because like with like your normal combat rotation, right? Like with just the normal way that you're fighting, there's so much depth to it because there's like basic attack damage, there's counter attack damage, there's skill damage, there's, you know, like how many targets you're hitting, based on, you know, if you're hitting a primary target or if a target's hitting you, if you're the second target to hit them, you know, that kind of thing, like when counterattacks come into play and stuff. None of that applies with beasts. It's just simply like you deal skill damage or you deal damage based on their skill rotation every 3 seconds and every 6 seconds, and that's it. And they're only dealing it to the target that they're facing, and they're not dealing it to any other target. Like, it's so surface level. You would think that there's a lot of depth to it, but then when you go into the reports, you'll see that it's not. And I could actually even just show it to you. So if I go into the combat log, you'll see if I go 3 seconds in, it'll say that my Pangolian used my 3-second skill. And if I go 6 seconds in, it'll say that my Pangolian, or Pangolin, whatever, used its 6-second skill and its 3-second skill. But if I go 5 seconds in, you'll see it doesn't do anything. It doesn't use a basic attack or nothing. If I go 4 seconds in, it doesn't use a basic attack or nothing. So it's very, 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 very surface level. So the research and stuff that I ended up doing on it it's just, and you can see like it has X amount of health, and that's it. It's just gonna deal damage, and it's gonna take damage, and that's it. It's so surface level when you look at it. The enemy has X amount of HP, you have X amount of HP. And then once you get further into the report, you can come down here and let's do like a let's see. I had to find a multiplier of 6 or a factor of 6. So yeah, I mean, let's see. This is, what time is this? 182 or 180. So let me go to 174. 174. 174. The remaining HP was 13,904. Here it was 22,000. So you can see, like, as they're refilling troops, the HP continues to go up. Even though he lost 17,000 HP when I used this skill. What's the difference of combo, corrosion, and crit then? It's just what the different elements do. So, like, corrosion will deal damage over time. So, like, when corrosion procs, you'll see damage every second. It's kind of like with burn. So, corrosion would deal damage every second, similar to how Robert deals damage with burn every second. Or how Hank does burn damage every second. Or how Riven deals damage every second. You would just see damage every second. With crit, it would just see a number damage, but an increased damage number. With combo, you would see them use their skill damage, but you would see them use their skill damage twice. When is the best time to buy packs? When you can get something actually like an Alliance League, or is that just available, only available when Alliance League comes around? The best time to buy packs is when they give you, honestly, when it's just the best value. Just you wait for the gold vouchers to come out, where they give you 20% or 25% gold vouchers. Then you buy the gold with the gold vouchers. So you get 20 to 25% cash back, basically. Then, as soon as you see things like the Black Friday sales or the Flash sales or whatever have you, like the holiday sales and stuff, because there's plenty of holiday sales. Like there's a holiday like every other week almost in this game. Yeah, buy them then, and then spend the things like your honing fragments and stuff during the honing events when you get even more free shit. So, but yeah, in terms of like these attributes, yeah, crit. It's just you're gonna deal when this deals damage, instead of dealing 510% damage. Just I'm giving you a number here. It's not gonna be the real number. When it crits, it might deal 700% damage. With combo, it's gonna deal 510% damage. Then when it does combo, it's gonna deal 510% damage a second time. With corrosion, it's going to deal 510% damage, but over 3 seconds. Instead of dealing 510% damage as one lump sum number, 20,000 damage in 1 second, it's going to deal 20,000 damage divided by 3, so 7,000 damage per second for 3 seconds. And then counter is that it'll trigger this skill, but based on a counter attack. So the enemy attacks you, it procs you to deal this this skill again without it being on a 6-second timer. No, not at all, Blue, actually. There's a lot of those sales that actually give really good value to it. Like, for example, the this sale right here. This one, for example, that gives you the device fragment selection box, where you can get this armament as one of the selections. You used to only be able to get this by placing and winning in the in that one event or whatever it is where you spend these, and it may cost you a few $100s if you're lucky, a few $100s to place first. And if you place first, you can get 1 copy, so a couple $100s per copy. And now you can spend a few $100s and get 3 copies of one of those armaments. You can get 3 copies for a few $100s. So no, there's quite a few packs to give you a lot better value right now. You just have to know what you're looking for. Best beast combo for Miyamoto Adut. It doesn't matter. Your highest level. Your highest level and highest ranked ones. Crit, combo, corrosion, any of those things, it doesn't matter. That's the whole point, is that none of the beasts matter in terms of it's not like fire is best for this, corrosion is best for that, this is best. None of that matters except for the physical ones. This is best for garrison. This is best for rallies. That's it. That's the only thing that matters. Other than that, you can use this on riders, you can use this on ranged, you can use this on infantry, you can use this on the riders, ranged infantry, you can use this on rider. It doesn't matter what you use. I would say stay away from this in terms of if you want to deal damage, because this is mostly defensive. This may be the one where it's lesser damage than say the crit or the corrosion ones. You may get more damage out of crit and corrosion than the counter shield ones. That may be the only difference. But other than that, yeah, it really doesn't matter. You're gonna get more damage output in terms of using your beasts that are higher level and higher tiers than having to worry about what element your beast is. That part doesn't matter nearly as much as what level and what tier your beast is. Yeah, exactly the point, Blue. You had to be in a specific league level, and then you also had to win. So if you wanted 3 copies of it, you had to be in a league level, then you had to win. Then if you wanted another copy, you had to win at the next highest league, which you got promoted to, which would also mean that you were competing against people that got done winning their last league, which means you're competing against spenders. So it just got progressively more and more and more expensive. So now you can just spend a few $100, get guaranteed 3 copies and stuff. So yeah, there are much better packs nowadays for much better values. But I agree with you. There are certain packs that are just full price packs, just relabeled, absolutely. But in the midst of it, there are certain packs and promotions and stuff that are really good price ones. For example, this parts contest one for $25, where you get this one for 5 and this one for 20. For $25, you get 12 orange ones and 32 purples. That's a lot compared to what you get for that same exact price in the mall and stuff. Yeah, I would. As a daily boost, I would. No reason not to. If you're an infantry main, I would. Let me see. Yeah, because there's no other infantry to get. I was going to say, I didn't think that there was really any other infantry. Yeah, for a daily boost, yeah, why not? I don't have him awakened because I have Marco. If I didn't have Marco, I would go after Robert. Huh? Oh, yeah. Let me fix that for you real quick. And then here, give me 30 seconds, guys. I just got to throw something in the toaster oven real quick for the little one. Give me 30 seconds, guys. 1 second. Okay. Oh, just click on the dog one. Oops. There you go. Okay, sorry. Dropped my spoon in my bowl. Let's see. Greetings from PHX. Yo, what up? What up, Leon? Chance-based skills. I feel like a lot of heroes have chance-based skills, though. Not only that, but you have chance-based talents. Like, not... If you don't like chance-based skills, I hate to inform you, but you have roulette, you have armaments, you have honings, you have talents. Like, everything in this game is chance-based. But what isn't chance-based is the fact that his main skill reduces the enemy HP by 25%, which is fat. She's good, though. His last two skills are chance-based, yes, but getting targeted. Or sorry, yeah, these two are chance-based, but you have a guaranteed reduction in the enemy HP by 25%. So if you're targeting an enemy march with them, you're reducing their HP by 25%. So the rest of your marches that are swarming that march, they have a reduction in HP, so you're killing them a lot quicker. If you're only focusing riders, just go for your rider parts. There's no, like, there's this misconception that you need to focus backpack first, and you don't need to focus backpack first unless you're wailing out and you plan on getting all your troops up. If you're full focusing, like if you're tunnel visioning on one troop type, then just tunnel vision on one troop type. Garage, armaments, parts, all of it. I'm infantry focused. I only got the skill damage one first because I also have a ranged rally set that I also use for ranged garrison. Plus I have Stella, so the skill damage. No, drag the hand over with your mouse. Click and drag it. And then click the hand to let go of the marble.
So how do we make a 9, Dad? 5 plus...
But yeah, anyways. Robert's decent. No reason not to play him. It's funny that you mentioned that you don't like Robert because his last two, his chance-based skills. Hold on, I'm going to say something real quick. Because didn't you... Yeah, dude. You said you don't like Robert because you don't like chance-based skills, but earlier you said you like Miyamoto. And I hate to break it to you, but this one is also chance-based, and this is also chance-based.
My music is like the sun. You can shut it out.
I've been playing this game for 833 days. Mostly talent-wise, Loco, but I mean they kind of have the same talents in terms of like rider skill. She kind of just has the garrison side, so not really in terms of like the field. No, not really. Yeah, I was just saying, you pointed out you didn't like Robert because of the chance base, but Miyamoto's equally chance based. That's all. You can't say you don't like chance based heroes if you like a chance based hero, is all I'm saying.
Will you let me go if I meow for you?
Most people tend to put Chasey first, though.
I'm honored to know you, my friend.
Jimmy.
I'm just giving you shit. Do you feel the game is starting to change towards giving Rangers the advantage? I felt the game initially was geared towards infantry. Actually, the game initially was geared towards riders. Well, actually, no. The game was initially geared towards ranged because Louis was a huge advantage. Like, garrisons used to be in the back, or like way back in the day, used to be, like Rigoro Toms or whatever, right? And then when Thunder came out, then it used to be Thunder Toms and Thunder Louis. Like Louis used to just like run everything. Like it used to be very much ranged. And then as soon as Bella and Elena came out, the game was very rider dominated. Like it was just Bella, Elena, and Sven. And it really was Sven because Sven was just like the best siege hero you had in the game, period. Like if you had a Sven and a Master Jin, like you were breaking into like any tower you wanted. So the game had a period of infantry when Thunder came out. Then when Bella and Elena and Sven and everything was out, riders dominated. The game just goes through phases of switching up the meta, which is what it needs to do to stay healthy and balanced. It can't just consistently be infantry or consistently be rider or consistently be ranged, because if it did that, there would be no reason to play any of the other troop types. So it switching and moving and rotating like that with each generation of heroes is a healthy thing to do. So with each gen of heroes that comes out, what needs to happen is that one generation of heroes, so like for example, if this next gen of heroes is dominated by ranged garrison, then the next generation of heroes needs to be dominated by, say, rider rallies. Then the next generation of heroes after that needs to be dominated by infantry garrison to counter that, like that kind of a thing. Like it's just you bring out something that dominates for a gen, then the next generation has a mechanic that counters that mechanic that dominates, and then that's kind of how you keep a healthy balance. You just kind of keep it like moving. Otherwise, yeah, if you just keep it stuck to like one troop type, you have no reason to play any of the others. Is Bodala worth waking up? 100%. I like Bodala. I like Bodala in my rallies because he just takes no damage at all. Like no damage at all. So this guy here has a 7.3 mil rider rally or rider set. Yeah, 7.3 or 7.5 mil set. And his garage is better than mine. His pets were better than mine. And I mean, we traded well. I don't know if I have any. I think I still might have some attack reports from before. Hold on. You attacked. You attacked. You attacked. You attacked. You attacked. Hold on. You're level 6. You attacked. Yeah, like you can see here. Like this isn't like the best example, but just taking no damage is like my favorite part. You attacked. Yeah, like this guy, Ryder. Oh. That's silly. Like you can see he's all red parted out. He's fully red honed. Like this is an all red hone Ryder set. Like this is no joke. 25. No joke of a Ryder set. We took no damage. So it's like I love Bodala. Bodala is sick as fuck. I'm falling asleep making some spelling mistakes. Is that your farm account automatically running to farm field? No, I have other players. I have other players that run my farms because this right here is an alliance vault. So I have 12 farms, and the thing about the 12 farms is that with the 12 farms themselves, any player in the alliance can use the 12 farms. They mostly go towards Greaves and ABZ, and we especially needed them during Archipelago raid. But with 12 farms, I can basically top up 3 to 4 players, max 200 mil resources per day, and cap them out. Right now, it's funneling into ABZ for TC because he's going for Ethan since he's our main ranged player. But no, the players play the accounts for me. I love you, T-Rocks. Sven. Sven is this one. Where's he at? This one. The time that Thunder was released. So infantry of the group. Yep, I feel like the game pushes you towards infantry. It can. There's a lot of infantry to, huh? Sure. What is it? That's silly. First generation Tom Louis. Yep, Tom Louis. Yep, Tom Rigoro. Thunder Tom, Thunder Louis, Thunder Victor. Yep, Thunder Eddie. Yeah, we used to run quite a bit of Thunder Eddies for sure. Louis Victors. Chasey Field. Yep. Victor Mays. Yeah, I agree. I need to stop filling up ABZ on resources though. I need to fill up my own because I need to finish clearing out my hospital. I actually need to remember to do that before reset today. Oh, that's silly. Yeah. Yeah, man. Freaking. It's not my fault you guys didn't fight in Archipelago Raid Rocks. We did. ABZ's like only real like main hero is might be on his Julia. Yeah, 6.350. Yeah, so we're like literally identical. We're only 25k off each other. I can't even see it, but it's pretty much identical to mine because I built his as well. But we run the same thing. We don't really get any rally hones. I'm still in the process of removing the rest of mine. Removing the rally stuff. I have 2 rally skill damages to remove left, 1 more rally attack that I need to remove, and I think 2 rally basic attacks to remove. But we just go full ranged and squad, ranged and squad attacks and lethalities and blocks. That way we can use it in rally, field, and garrison, and he just plays rally, field, and garrison with range just like I do. Where did Punisher go? Punisher has, so he has a business, or he, I don't know if he like co-owns a business or like has a huge stake in a business, whatever it is. But he's been in business for a long time with cryptocurrencies for a crypto exchange platform. And when cryptocurrencies exploded this last time, I'm pretty sure he printed a shit ton of money because of it. And yeah, we just probably won't see him anymore because of it. Like I don't blame him. That guy probably printed 6 or 7 figures because of it with this last crypto run. And I wouldn't play this game either if I if I had that. Getting red hones is so hard. I usually do well in Gunfire Gale, but those home things don't help me either. Yeah. Can we see your beast research? Sure. Base. Hold on. Collect this before I forget. Oh, let me get these two. Hold on before I do that. I'll show you in just a second. Okay. I am here. I've only kind of done the bare minimum to get up to this part though, because I just want this. But I heard that this is really expensive. Someone sent me a screenshot. This is like 330 of these things or whatever to unlock. Infantry garrison, you don't really need Bodala. Infantry garrison, you don't need Bodala, and I would say you don't really even need Victor at all either. Victor is mostly for base garrison. You really don't need, you really only need Rygoro as an infantry garrison. Some big players said I don't need to work on Chasey's super weapon if I don't garrison. Yeah, you don't. Saw your old Ranger players with women pictures as Out Alliance 2. Don't remember her name. Ghostus? You talking about Ghostus Rocks? If you're talking about Ghostus, Ghostus is she's in the last I think like 4 or 6 months of college. She's in college right now. She's in like in her doctorates or something like that, like 6 or 8 years or something like that in college, and she's in like her last 4 or 6 months, like the really important part, like just trying to finish out, and so she's just trying to basically like focus on like that last stretch basically of college or whatever to graduate. So she's planning on being back. She's just trying. She's like on that home stretch. Huh?
Can we get some batteries in this now?
Mommy has a charger for it. I don't know where it is. I can ask her. I'll text her. Can I explain why Save Me has 1 Bill Might? Because he wants to. Because he has money and he wants to. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. That's a question for him, not me. Which one should I choose? I don't know why, but I was kind of like Steel's more. I'm a field fighter and want to awaken either Bodala or Stella. Bodala, 100%. Stella isn't for the field at all. 330 single research. Yeah, I'm at the same point, a little further in the research, but it's too expensive, so annoying. Yeah, Ghostus. Yeah, just wrapping up college. She should be back soon. That was about 3 months ago, so she should be back actually pretty soon. She's doing good. Oh shit, actually, hold on. I gotta grab her food out of the toaster oven. Be back. 30 seconds, guys. Sorry, 1 sec. go, baby. Okay. We're back. Let's see. Lots of players in this game have funded accounts for crypto. Yep, myself included. How long have I played this game? Yeah, I know. 833 days. Yeah, she's awesome. It's a habit. Shut the fuck up, Blue. God damn it. Yeah, she's the best. It's pretty cool DTR. And way back. I don't really know what that and way back part means, but M400 day, my might 100 mil and way back. I don't know what way back is. You guys using bot heal? Only half of it. We're having somebody else bring another 20 in here soon. We did, and then that person, or the person that had a sorry, hold on, I got a text. The person that was running them before had to stop doing it, and so we're having somebody else set up 20 more for the bot heal soon. Dude, we are fucking dinosaurs, man. We really are. Far away from attacking, got only 4 riders, hero. 3 max gear still. Far away from attacking, got only 4 riders, heroes, 3 max gear still. Yeah, I mean, progress is progress. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Everyone plays at their own pace. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I realize a lot of these Pompeii streams turn into me sitting here just chilling and talking to you guys. I don't know why. You guys, like, there's like 50 to 60 viewers come and sitting here, we'll just chill and talk, which is cool. I don't mind it. I ain't doing nothing. It's just funny. An hour-long Pompeii turns into like a 4-hour stream. I get questions about that all the time. They're like, was your Pompeii 4 hours? How was your Pompeii 4 hours? I'm like, it's not. Just go look. I sat there for like 3 hours just talking to stream. Did you ever try farming zombies with using like 50 to 100 energy? No, I've seen the guides on how to do that. I don't really have any reason to. I know that you can like do that to like score like a ton of points and stuff, but I just don't really have like the patience for it or like the real reason to. Like, I guess like if you wanted to like cheese TC, you could, but I don't know. Become the Tuesday night appointment. Yeah, dude, I'm your therapist. Yeah, I think it's just the timing of it, honestly. I think a lot of people just like play 19 UTC Pompeii as well, because a lot of people come in here as well after like Pompeii is on and be like, oh, we won Pompeii. Fought today without armaments, get armament. Oh, shit. Hold on, I'll have to ask him. Hold on, let me see. Hold on. Oh, that's Coco. I'm going the wrong way. Oh, maybe I got too many messages. Oh, I did get too many messages. I tucked them away. I'm usually talking to our medias all the time. But I think I got too many messages during AR. I might have pushed them back. We're usually sending each other reports literally like all the time. Yeah. Ba. 59. They block farming zombies. Now the zombies stop appearing after you summon 200. Get fucked. 3 awakened heroes are good, bro. I also use 1 squad of the field and get good points from filling rally and garrison. That's really all you have to do.
Dad,
Yeah, baby, what's up?
remember what was that superhero movie that Daddy was watching yesterday?
The superhero movie you're watching?
Well, I know now. Remember when Incredibles, when Dad doesn't know that Elastigirl ordered the vegetables?
Oh, yeah.
I like her.
Yeah, that's kind of silly, huh? Let's see. Oops, what is this? To farm zombies at AoE, you need to take small squad. If I take a full squad in it, I never did skills. Yeah, I've seen that. Like 3 more armaments running to fight against level 24 riders. Pompeii becomes so much easier when you remove players who don't perform. We have a win streak of like 28. Yeah, sounds about right. We had a 15 win streak like twice, but then after we hit a 15 win streak, both times we ended up matching against SSI. We hit a 15 win streak, match against SSI, lost. Got a 15 win streak, match against SSI, lost. So then we cut our team in half, and then I think we're like on an 8 win streak again, or something like that. Yeah, Catboy has it's his grandpa. It's his grandpa. Someone in his family has a pretty bad illness going on right now, and he's out taking care of him. Catboy's got some family stuff going on. Yo, what's up, Yashad? That's weird that they can't restore the hones because they did for Ultimo. Ultimo is the last one I know of that did have it restored. Ultimo, was it Ultimo? I think it was Ultimo. I know that Ultimo was one of them. I don't know if it was Ultimo that had the scenario, but I do know that somebody had a scenario where they had someone log into their account, saw something they didn't like, then they freaked out, deleted all of his armaments, and then, yeah, they submitted a request, and they were able to restore everything that was deleted. That does suck, though, for you. That is Ultimo? Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. That's weird that they're not able to do that for you, because, yeah, Rox, they had that happen for him, right? Someone logged into his account, they deleted his shit, and then they went back and restored all of it, right? It was just his resources they didn't put back, if I remember right. Because if you go to his account now, he should have his shit back. Yeah, they gave him all of his shit back. So when they do the entrustment update, it's the ultimate update. Yeah, that was it. That was it. Yeah. Yeah, they deleted all of his shit. He went down to like 200 mil, and they restored all of it back. He went all the way back up to where he was at. How Alliance Vault works. There's how Alliance Vault works. The Gold Vault. Your Alliance purchases packs, and when they purchase packs, 5% of it goes to the vault, and then you can distribute that gold to anybody in the Alliance. I would I would argue against that, Haunted, honestly. I would press that. I'd press that issue for sure. Because I've definitely seen people have the stuff that they've lost before restored. Where they just like rolled it back. Yeah, no, his situation isn't the same as like some of the other situations that I've seen where people had their accounts restored. Like some people legit just like had their information stolen kind of a thing, or like clicked on a bad link and had their information stolen kind of stuff. Like his was like his direct actions led to his direct actions led to somebody getting pissed off and deleting his stuff. Which still doesn't really justify it, but still, like, it was just, like, it's a different scenario as to why his stuff was deleted. No, baby, I'm good. Thank you, though. Remember to, let's see, the best features, and this is the Alliance Vault. Yeah. I don't always agree with it. Yeah, they restored his account because he spends lots of money. Yeah, probably. They probably would be. I've seen some pretty nice accounts on sale right now currently. For sure, but rules are rules. It just means the rules can be bought. Oh, dude, if you didn't know that the rules can be bought, how about we just go look at what happened with fucking Save Me and Panda, with the drama that went down when Cassandra invaded for TC. Then we can talk about rules being bought. I don't know. Ask Haunted. I guess Haunted played. Haunted, you're in Ryle, right? You guys played against 59E? Yeah. There you go.
Dad?
Huh?
What's Incrediboy's name?
Incrediboy? Buddy?
No.
Well, I don't know.
Can you tell Mama
Few weeks.
and I'll ask her if hello? Oh, hey Mom. Do you want to tell me? Oh, what's Incrediboy's name though?
What's the name of that aid that comes back? 2 mil and
Hey, Dad.
why am I being sued? Well, baby, is H and B never met Ryle? I think it's 40 wins in a row. That was my 130 like crisis aid. Thank you.
Did you hear what Mom said? Tell me what Travelboy's name was?
What is Incrediboy's name? Buddy. It just says his name is Buddy. Yeah, his name is Buddy. That's it. Syndrome. Buddy.
Oh, syndrome, right.
Yeah.
Syndrome. That's why you have
How was I mean?
because S says syndrome.
Oh, I gotta see this. It's just Toto swarms. Okay, so hold on. So, context. So, Waz sent me this report. And then, so Waz from 59E sent me this report and said, hey, like, what happened here against SSI? And he said, we were doing much, much better against them. Also, the numbers popping up were really good. Kind of surprised that the results weren't good. Any thoughts of what happened there? And here's an earlier fight when it did fare better. And this was the one that he was referring to, 33 mil to 13. And basically I had put that Toto, it's just Toto. The swarms, Toto being a top 1 to 3 player in the game. Yeah, the homes, the garage level, beast level equipment. Yeah, there's a 75% gap in attack. Like, I pretty much just broke it down. Like, what do you mean? Even the range dealt way too much in damages. Same for the rider. Definitely a lot of specifics in terms of stats that would
Hey, can I play that in Travel's game?
I don't have the Incredibles game.
Then what didn't you play it on? I know you played
I played it when I was a kid. There are definitely a lot of specifics in terms of stats that would have indicated why alongside a swarm so
what didn't you play it on when you were a kid?
PlayStation 2.
Play it on that too?
I don't have that right now.
Well, you can find it. You can find it. And type it in.
Oh boy, oh boy.
That's a good way to do it, Dad.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't really think that there's too much else to really check on these reports, though, because when I looked at this, it's an infantry versus infantry, but there's a 70% gap in attack, 10% gap in defense, 2,000 gap in firepower and protection. Like that alone, like that's it. 10% gap in damage reduction. 14% gap in skill damage. Like 7% gap in squad damage. Like everything indicates that you're just gonna get shit on. I'm not being mean, but I don't think he's on the stream. No. Yeah, Is the car worth it? Which car? That's the exact reason I'm not in Apex anymore, Haunted. Players like Toto, Coco, even though I'm like really good friends with Coco and stuff, like it's just not worth it. Meaties has been asking me to play in Apex for a long time. H&B has been asking me to play, Hans has been asking me to play in H&B for a long time, and it's reports like this that make me never want to play in Apex ever again. Like, there's no. And that's the thing, is that like you can say all day long that like you're wrecking this rally and stuff, like what Amides is saying, but money spent is money spent, and at the end of the day, like IGG is going to, like, when you spend money, you're going to get a favor. You're going to get an advantage, right? Like, it's not going to be as prominent of an advantage when you only spend 50, 100, 150 bucks, but when you spend, you know, when there's a gap of 150, 200, $250,000 between you and your opponent, you're going to feel that disadvantage, whether you like it or not. Unfortunate enough. Like, this right here is just the unfortunate difference of a $200,000 difference in accounts. Like, Waz is strong. Waz has a great account. Waz has great armaments. Don't get me wrong. This is a solid setup. This is a great beast setup as well. This is just a better setup. Like, this is... Yeah, it's just, this is different tax brackets. That's all it is. Then that's not me being mean. That's not me putting criticism. This is just simply apples to oranges. This is just somebody that is in the top, 5% of players to being one of the top 3 players in the game. The top 0.001% of players versus the top 5% of players. And there's just there's a $200,000 difference between the accounts. Like, there's I don't care who you are. Like, this is to be expected. You go into the garage, you can't step into the garage and be like, why am I trading poorly when you have a 23 here and he has a 23 in every slot? Like, I'm like, it wouldn't make sense for it to cost me, $10,000 to get a 23 in this slot and do that 6 times. Like, why would it cost me $60,000 to get this advantage and not see that advantage come to fruition? You know what I mean? Like I would have to be playing ignorance at that point to not see the advantage. And that's not me throwing shade by any means at Amides at all. That's just me simply stating, like, that's what happened here. It's just simply a different class. This is just a different class of player. You can swarm this rally down for sure. Anybody could swarm this rally down. It'll hurt like a bitch. But it is possible to do. It's gonna hurt on the receiving end. Nobody wants to be on the receiving end of a Toto rally. Toto's name carries weight because of how much money he has spent and how built this account is. That's all it is. That's all it is. Like, 457% attack is ridiculous. And he has 457% attack because he has 46% attack coming from squad firepower. That's insane. I don't have the remote. You did something with the TV, not me, baby. That's wild. But, let's see. Wait, hold on. Am I missing something? I want to make sure I'm not missing something, because I feel like Amides is talking about something that I'm not here.
Wow.
Jinzo was surprised that I had a strong garrison. Dude, I love. That was like one of my favorite parts about playing in Apex was like when you garrison against like some of those mega whales, and they're used to just steamrolling like players. Then they come against you, and all of a sudden they hit like somewhat of a speed bump or like a roadblock, and they're like, oh shit, and then like they actually give you respect for it. Like getting respect from Hans, garrisoning against Hans, garrisoning against Safe Me, and getting respect from him as well. And the likes of them, like ROK and stuff like that. That was really cool. That was a lot of fun. But against Safe Me in the last archipelago, it seems like his rider squad is almost 500% attack. It's funny. Oh yeah. Yeah. Like when you have an insane amount of firepower, it just gives you an insane amount of attack as well. Yeah, like I don't think I'm missing anything here. I'm looking at the infantry reports. I'm looking at the Bodala/Stella rallies into the infantry garrison. Are you looking at something else? Stella Ribbon should do better on second rally than Chasey. Also, the biker, it went on me several times as second to ace rally. I don't even see any garrison reports here that involve Amides, though. Oh, wait, hold on. Maybe he's talking about like a counter rally or something. Yeah, like, you're not going to trade well against that. And I assume... Yeah, it's not even, like, a very built-out one. But it's fully... See, and here's the other thing, too. Is that is a red-bordered bard. Which means that this bard is applying a... 34% defense reduction every single time he uses his rage skill. So not only is he getting wrecked by Toto, but he's losing 34% of his defense while Toto's ripping into him during this garrison. Like, that's not helping your case at all. Okay, so wait, you are on the stream. Hold on, I gotta, like, go back to Waz's thing. I'm gonna do this to make it easier. Who is top 3 strongest players? Toto, Coco, and... probably Jinzo. Or that one person that H&B went against that's in the other. Yeah, I will. It only takes about 5 minutes to fill it up. But 9:34. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Okay, so here's the thing, Amides. Counter damage doesn't do shit. Like, I think that there's a big misconception here. Yeah, sorry, that's the name I was trying to think of. Not Jinzo. Thank you. This was the name. I only thought of Jinzo because I had Jinzo on my last AOD. Jinzo was at the top. This was the name that I was thinking of that H&B ran into. I was watching it in Island Raid. Huh? What is it? I can't read right now. I need to go back to this report. So, this one. Counter damage doesn't do shit for damage. Skill damage does 10 to 12 times the amount of damage that counter damage does. So, if we were to go...
Is it this one, Dad? Is it?
How can I help you out today? What do you want to do?
Go on my plane ride?
Go on what?
A plane ride?
This one? You don't have a ticket. You can't. Okay, so ally here. So even with your Riven and Stella combo, you dealt 3,000 troop damage and counter damage. And he did... Hold on, I've lost it. Go down. There it is. So Bard did 35,000. Yeah, so Bard did 35,000. Okay, yeah, so sorry. I was looking for Julia's. So Stella did a counterattack for 3,000 damage, and just Bard alone did 35,000. That doesn't even count Julia's. Which, I mean, we'll just pull one up, I guess. Julia is doing 27. So we're talking 62,000 as opposed to 3,400. Yeah, it's still 10 to 1. It's still 10 to 1. 10 to 1 in terms of troops killed total. So this is completely realistic. Counter damage doesn't do any damage at all. Like, there's a huge misconception that for some reason that Stella and Riven is going to deal a shit ton of counter damage. And they deal, like, counter damage, yes. But I'll bet if I even go to Waz's armaments... Let me take a look. There isn't even a single garrison counter damage hone on this. So you're literally just dealing with just their base stats. So you have 9% here. And that's it. So you have 9% counter damage coming from armaments. Like, mine has 27. And even with 27, even with 27, mine's not doing jack shit. So like I had Choopy, and it's like, let's see. I had Choopy in mine, and let's see. How much was I doing in counter damage? Counter damage wise, I was doing 3,100. Yeah, 3,100 troops in mine. But I only had I had 408% attack on mine. I need to bring mine down. Like, I have 1,200 block on mine. I need to bring down probably five hones of my block to bring my block down to 900 and kick my attack up like 30 more percent. Amides is in this stream. He should be in the stream. Oh yeah, 59E is awesome. I love their group. Andre, in order to travel to another region, you just scroll all the way out, click this world icon, click on a region, and then click next and proceed through the prompts. What's up? Yeah, you just gotta find the remote wherever you put it and watch. No, you use the remote. You're not gonna lose the remote and then ask me to do it on my phone. You have to find the remote. We spent time looking for that remote. You gotta find it, please. Set me on the TV. Yeah, man. I mean, honestly, that's it. Like there's a big misconception that counter damage is going to do a lot more than it is. Skill damage will always do 10 to 12 times the amount of damage that counter damage does. So even if you have a shit ton of counter damage that you want, sorry for my language, you're not going to out damage a Julia Bard, especially a Julia Bard that's running a war drone on Julia into a Bard that is also fully transcended with a weapon that is just allowing Toto to rip into you with a fully transcended Stella that's also running a Felix Elena. Not that Krut has an insanely good rider, which obviously he doesn't, but you get my point. There's a defense reduction that's happening here. You have Toto ripping into you. Like you're just in a mix of a perfect storm. Krut obviously isn't dealing all the damage in the world. That's just not the case. But like, what is the buffs here? Yeah, he still has a 500 gap on your firepower to protection. So he's got a damage. He's got a damage bonus multiplier. He's got the damage bonus from beasts. He does not have the damage bonus from lethality. But yeah, I mean, he's got the garage multiplier, he's got the beast multiplier, he's got the bard defense reduction, he's got the war drone to set up his bard to do an insane amount of damage. He's got the rare hone on his precision rifle. I mean, he's got what he needs to have. 30% on the war drone. 30% defense reduction on the war drone plus the defense reduction on the bard is exactly why Toto did as much damage as he did. 34% reduction on bard, 30% on the war drone means that Toto is just ripping into him. To be honest, my chasey does more on second and third rally. That's why I didn't really understand. Yeah, I believe it. You also have a really good chasey, though. Yeah, it's 62% defense reduction haunted. I'm trying to think, like,
What are you planning to do?
what secondary are you using to your chasey, though?
Will you let me go if I'm
Because your chasey, too, though, like, your chasey has wits of eloquence. Like, do you have any of the reports that shows how many kills wits and eloquence actually does? Because technically this scales with skill damage, which scales with attack, which scales with troop sizes as well. Do you have any reports of it? Felix always? Okay. Do you have any of the reports by chance? I didn't get any reports from Waz that showed your garrison. I think that might also be where some of the confusion is coming from, is that I didn't see any reports that showed yours. I only saw Waz getting ripped apart. That's Waz. Oh wait, is this you? No, that's still Waz. Okay, here we go. Holy shite. Wait. Do you have... Oh. Okay, here, hold on. This one has a second and third rally. Okay. Yeah, I just wanted to see... Oh, dang. I won't be able to click into it, but can you click into it to see if it shows... Like, does it show expired on your end, too? Can you see... does it show how many kills you got with that skill, or is it expired on your end as well? This makes me hate the fact that I want infantry so much. We did pretty good in ours, dude. It was just, oh my god, man. AR was so painful, dude. Holy cow. Like, Azure beneath us had 6 to 6.5 mil infantry sets. And that was just so painful to try to garrison against, man. Oh my god. It was so painful. Or 5.5 to 6 mil garrison sets. They hurt. Lost so many troops. And then Choopy too, having to deal with Choopy and TPL. Choopy is no joke. Oh yeah, no, you're good. You're good. Yeah, that would be like, that would be my only guess, is just the fact that Chasey has the AoE side of things. Since the AoE technically is a skill damage, which scales with attack, which scales with the squad size and all that stuff. Like that just scales harder than the counterattacks, because now, like, when it comes to the fact that you have Chasey on garrison, now you're not only dealing counterattacks, but you're dealing counterattacks plus this, which is skill damage. So I would just be inclined to know how much damage, or how many troops 1800 damage factor is in comparison to a counterattack. Like, is 1800 damage factor killing as many troops as another counterattack? Is it killing as many troops as 2 counterattacks? Because if it's doing it every 4, 6, 8 seconds, whatever it is, over an elongated period of time, that can add up quite a bit. You know what I mean? So because Stella and Riven are technically purely and strictly relying on counterattacks for the second and third rallies, where technically speaking with Chasey, you do have an AoE ability that is hitting the second and third rallies on top of counterattacks. So you do have something else there that is inflicting damage on them, that again, over an elongated period of time, is racking up damage and kills. I would just be curious to know what the relation to 1800 damage factor is to X amount of troops being killed. That would be my question. Check the report on NTD. Oh, sorry. I'm looking at my own report. I'm dumb. Oh yeah, I guess you're right. I could do that. I don't even know what it's called. Can I see it on here? I can't see. I can't click on it. Where is it? Okay, I guess I could just go into the timestamps, right? What is this skill called? Hold on.
Will you let me go?
Wits and elegance. Wits and elegance. I'm looking for it. I saw your comment about how much it kills. I just don't want to see it. Sorry. I can't do it when the enemy has a shield. That doesn't make any sense. What's in? Oh, Jesus Christ! There's so many things just procking in here. There we go. No. Wits and Elegance. 2,300 troops. 2,375 troops, man. That's the equivalent of like a counterattack. Or that's the equivalent of like 2/3 of a counterattack that you had on Waz's, where he was killing like 3,400. That's 2/3. Yeah, we'll talk about it, Haunted, for sure. We just got done merging with PHX and VIP with Blaze for Island Raid. And then immediately after that, we went into Archipelago Raid, and that was, oh my god, so expensive in terms of like resources and stuff and troops. So I'm going to need some time to heal. But what's an Elegance, man? 2,375. Like that's 2/3 of a counterattack, and that's every... Okay, like, hold on. This is, I don't want to close this out. This is at 12 seconds. It's supposed to be every 4 at least. So let's go to 16. That's a shield. So let's go down to here. So 2,300. What's an Elegance? 2,400. Yeah, it's consistent. So you're pretty much getting 2/3 of an extra counterattack when it procs. And this is a 2-hour report. Calculator. So 120 minutes. So you got like, I'm going to call it, so if it's inconsistent, 4 seconds, 8 seconds, we'll call it every 6 seconds. So you get 10 procs in a minute, right? So 10 procs in a minute. It's a 120-minute report. Times 2,400 troops. Yeah, you would have killed 2.8 mil troops with just that thing alone. Let me make sure that math is right. So if it's every 6 seconds, because it's somewhere between 4 to 8 seconds on average, we gave it an average of 6 seconds. On average 6 seconds, it's proccing. It's killing 2,400 troops, which means that in 1 minute, it's proccing 10 times, 6 seconds, 60 seconds, 10 times, 24,000 troops per minute, 120, 24,000 troops in a minute times 120 minutes. Yeah, 2.8. Yeah, you killed 3 million troops in this report with it. That's not mediocre at all. No, I know that you can check the damage in the reports and stuff. But still. Oh yeah, the rallies at the beginning of the game were crazy. But my point being is that if it's 2,400 troops that you're killing in 6 seconds with one of these, and then that's 24,000 troops in a minute, and we go back to the reports that Waz had, right? We go back to one of these reports here, and we look at one of these, and we go to the combat log. If I go to one of Riven's, I gotta do one where they don't have a shield up.
Dad, what can I read?
I'll refill my water. Stella launched a counterattack at 1900. So 24,000 troops is going to be 15 seconds worth, 13 seconds worth of counterattacks from Stella. That's how much free damage you're getting in a minute of your third skill that they're not getting from Stella and Riven. That you're getting from this basically this passive skill, this AoE, in free damage to the second and third rallies is what I'm getting at. 13 seconds worth of extra damage. Oh, sure, but those could be marches like walking by and stuff. Yeah, okay, but that we don't need to look at that though. Like I can look at the rally to see how much damage it's doing. There's a lot of other factors as to like how much damage a squad takes when they're dealing or when they get dealt the wits and elegance like troop. Where is it? Like 5,500 troops. Like, yeah, I could take that all day long. But he's sitting... Oh, he's got T6 troops. Okay, like that's ridiculous. But that's my point, is that like he has completely different stats. I'm looking at it from like a rally perspective. I'm trying to get it as accurate as possible because his armaments and such aren't going to equate. Like I'm trying to get it as accurate as possible. No, it's absolutely not great, but it's not great at all. But what I'm talking about is that's free damage in addition to counter damage is what I'm talking about. You're talking like that's damage that Stella and Riven aren't doing. Because that's skill damage basically. Like Stella and Riven are strictly and purely relying on counter damage, and you have counter damage plus that. And how much is your counter damage doing? What are your counterattacks? Your counterattack is only... Yeah, your counterattack's only doing half anyways. So his counterattacks are doing double yours. But it's just I don't know. I get that a lot. Like a lot of people were like, "Oh, stat counter damage." Like counter damage doesn't do jack shit. Like that's why I took off all the counter damage hones that I had on mine. I had more counter damage stuff on mine. I kept 2 hones, but I took all of mine off. And it's because counter damage like doesn't it doesn't do much damage at all. I went high defense and then kept some of it, but I prioritized defense first because I would rather take less damage and have the damage output come from the swarms on the rallies or the counter rallies and such rather than relying on myself. There's a lot more effectiveness that comes from taking less damage and then just getting the damage output coming from counter rallies and swarms when you're an infantry player than trying to get the damage output from your own troops. Because as an infantry player, like my base attack is only 208. I don't have the means to output a crap ton of damage. Like no matter how much attack I pump into it, lethality, doesn't matter what it is, my damage output isn't going to out damage a ranged rally whose base attack is 254. Like it doesn't matter what my armament stats are. But when when a ranged defense is 207 and my defense is 233, HP 247, and their HP is 222, I'd rather just play around the stats that I have and prioritize that. So I'm going to beef up my defense, beef up my my block and that kind of a thing, and then just absorb and take as little damage as possible, and then just take or deal the damage by other means. Like instead of trying to optimize something that I'm getting a nullification on. I'm just going to beef up the things that I'm getting more return on, which is, again, the defensive side of things, and just take far less damage, and then just play to the strengths where we have, and just, you know, play through ranged counter rallies, or just beef up ranged swarms, and just play it like that. On the death kill is only 2,800. It would be lightly wounded as well, Rocks. It's not all heavily wounded on that death count. You could see it on the one that our Amedes has, where the ones that he's impacting the AOE. So like this, for example, here, this one. You can see that he hits him with eloquence. It hits him for 6,962. 6,900, right? It does like 20,000 total, but only 1,000 is like heavily wounded, 1,000 in deaths, 17,000 lightly wounded. So most of those that you'll see are lightly wounded. What's the best Bodala talent tree for field? I mean, you can kind of mix it up a bit, but it's going to be pretty much the same as a Dut and Miyamoto. Don't worry. Well, you can take speed cut. Speed cut's good too. But yeah, I think that like what it is, honestly, in my opinion, like unless you're somebody at like Toto's level, and the reason why I say Toto's level is just mostly what I'm talking to when I say that is just strictly the workshop, because like the workshop, not only like do you get so much attack from having, you know, a level 25 or whatever have you, or maxed out with a 62%, but when you get that passive squad attack from having, you know, nearly 5,000 firepower, that's an additional 50% squad attack to all of your squads in general. You know, unless you have that high of an attribute coming completely passively, it doesn't matter how much you pump into your armaments or whatever have you, you're always going to hit like a limitation or a ceiling, right? So in Toto's case, he's just kind of like an outlier. For everybody else, like I would just be playing to the strengths and the expectations of your troop itself. Like with infantry, and in Waz's case, when I look at his armament set, like that does nothing in garrison. That does nothing in garrison. That does nothing in garrison. He's got 3 completely blank hone slots playing against a Toto. Like that, you can't do that. That could be the difference of 180 more block, or 15% more defense, or 15% more attack. Like when you go against somebody who is completely and fully optimized or has 450% attack, you don't have room to take squad travel speed and garrison and then ask, why am I trading poorly against him? No, Rocks. Yeah, it's lightly wounded as well. It's lightly wounded as well, Rocks, on the reports too. So like it's dealing, like when you look at the combat logs, like when you look at the kill counts, those kill totals that you see aren't just heavily wounded or deaths. It's heavily wounded, deaths, and lightly wounded. Yeah, like if you go into Apex and you're going to garrison, because of the caliber that it's at now and the bar that and the threshold that it is, I wouldn't step into a garrison scene with any travel speed at all, or mixed armaments. You're kind of setting yourself, like, it's not like that's the make or break, but you're at the level where people are spending hundreds, if not thousands, of purple fragments, honing fragments, to get those last few percentage points to fully optimize their gear, that you can't leave empty power on the table, is all I'm saying. Like that right there, 4.8% travel speed could be 5% squad damage reduction or 5% squad damage because it's on a war drone. I especially would not be taking squad travel speed on a device, because you could have squad damage or squad damage reduction red hone there. On the backpack, he should have the counterattacks. If he's on garrison, he should have the counterattack hone. Like, he would be able to reduce Toto's attack by 25%. Yeah, it's a 6-second trigger, but 25%. Like, again, I'm in the mindset where a static number reduction, a static percentage number reduction amount is more valuable the stronger that your opponent is. So, for example, a 25% attack reduction, if my enemy has 500% attack, means that 400% attack, means that I'm going to reduce the attack by 100% or by 100% value, right? So bring it down to 300%. If I have the same 25% attack reduction and my enemy has 800% attack, I'm now reducing it by 200%, down to 600%, right? I haven't changed my 25% reduction debuff, but I've effectively made my attack reduction 200% stronger just because my enemy is 200% stronger. So, like, the stronger that your enemy is, the more effective that these static reductions are. So, where Toto is so strong, having 450+% attack, this 25% attack reduction just becomes more and more valuable, basically. Oh yeah, no, I know. Getting to that Toto Coco level is just insane. Like you would better win the lottery in order to do so. It like I said, it's just like once you kind of like once you hit a certain level, it's just a wallet war, and you're not even competing for like 20-30% in values. Like you get to a certain point of the game where you're just competing to try to get your account to push an extra 5 or 10% to just final optimize it. Like that's all it is. That's all it is. Rocks is this guy here. Here. This is Rocks. Where'd you go? This is Rocks. Yeah, I know. I know you guys want fun. I know you do. Everybody wants fun until they take a report like that. I just don't know. Like, do you really see 15% travel speed? Like that? I don't know. Maybe. Maybe. I don't know, man. I'm just in a different boat, I guess. Like I said, I'm just in the boat of, like, if I'm playing, I don't know. I think it's just because I'm strictly, like, a garrison and tank rally, and that's, like, that's it. That's it.
As long as someone is still listening, I will keep singing for them.
Oh, I can tired. Shit, boys. 12. 1. How long have we been going here? 4 hours? Yeah, almost. Yeah, that's the crazy part, right? You my mind for 10K. Yeah, a lot of it's positioning too, though. I think like if you play solo or play out of positioning, yeah, it's easy to get caught out. if you overstay in a in a murder ball, then yeah, speed is important. If you can kind of just tell which way the fight is moving and like which direction the momentum is shifting early and adjust accordingly, then you can, you know, usually kind of stay ahead of the pack and not get caught out. But I get what you mean though. No, I get what you mean. I get it. We still have murder balls in G6. It was this AR against Jinzo, 1v1 rally Garrison. Little players, I'm happy 2-1 against Jinzo. Oh, actually, yeah, I want to see what Jinzo has. Oh, shit. I want to get my fucking battle comms radar to 5-star so bad. Oh, counterattacks of 20% chance to rage, 15% per 2 seconds. I wanted to know what this was at 5-star. Thank you for sending this to me, actually. I want to get this out. What's Jinzo's garage at now? Oh, yeah, he's like way down there. Yeah, Jinzo wasn't one that I was thinking of. Jinzo was just at the top of my AOD the other day. Or the last bracket. Or second place or something like that. I'm just going to end the stream in a second.
On this pretend order, I can eat we ate some pretend pizza.
Yeah.
So on this order we can eat pancakes and cheese rolls or chicken nuggets. Which one?
Chicken nuggets, please.
Okay, chicken nuggets.
Yeah, I want to get the battle comms radar to replace my this one right here. Is
Yours chicken nuggets.
Thank you. Thank you. On one hand, I was debating on replacing the war drone because then it would give me an additional 8.2% HP, and then that would kick up my HP on my set to 32% HP. So 16.4, 7.2, like that would kick me up to yeah, pretty much like 32% HP. But then I was like, you know what? Like this skill effect doesn't really do anything for me, and it would give me rage regen as well while giving me attack. Plus, it would actually also give me the shield, which would work well with Riven, or Bodala, that kind of a thing. And then also it gives counter damage. So that counter damage, plus I already have a Garrison counter damage on it, and I don't have a counter damage on this. So the counter damage on this comes out to, like, what is it? I think it's like 8.2. So 8.2, it's already at 14. Like that already would put me at 41% counter damage. So I'm trying to aim for like 50% plus counter damage on this set, I think. Yeah, 51% counter damage, and I'm going to get my attack to like, what I'm going to do is get my block from 1200 down to 900, and then get my attack, since attack scales shields, keep my defense around 50, but then get my attack back up to like 60, and then get counter damage up to like 50%. And then I think I'll be done with this set. I'll be right where I want it to. Keep it extremely tanky, but yeah, have it right where I want. The IE for Garrison. Oh, okay. Yeah, I got that. Yeah, I moved the IE over to my rally one. I wish I could use IE on Garrison, but this whole, like, this thing and not having Garrison restriction. I don't know. They brought out the Garrison restrictions on Rise of Kingdoms, so hopefully they bring it out on this game now, too, soon. Dude, I'm tired as well, man. That's why I'm about to end the stream. I want to take a nap. I need a nap. Why do you need notes for the Garrison? You have a bunch of people, Hans. H and B needs a Garrison really bad. They have Watson. Watson's Watson's solid on Garrison, but they need a Garrison. Hans is good on Garrison as well, but Hans needs to play field, lead rallies, that kind of a thing. H and B, they need a Garrison player. There's no water in there.
Yeah. I know, but I forgot and didn't know.
All right, gents. I'm tired of shit. I'm gonna fill up my water. We need to get some studying done, and then I'm gonna take a nap. Oh my goodness. I appreciate y'all being here as always. I gotta go send some resources over and stuff, so I can do that before reset. Get ready to matchmaking, or get ready for Genesis War matchmaking tomorrow, or whatever, locking in for tomorrow and stuff. So probably stream Genesis War. We'll see how active it is. We don't really plan on having too active of a Genesis War because we're all hurting. But yeah. Yeah, everyone have a good one. I will see you guys soon. Talk to y'all later.